Hello, it's me, mayohosko, and welcome back to another live stream for the build of the Lego Modular Assembly Square. I apologize for these technical difficulties, stuff I'm doing on my phone right now, um, which is set 10255, and we are up to step 56 in the instructions. Actually, no, I need to turn over the page. We are up to step 58 of the instructions, and I just need to prepare my time lapse. I think I'm going to need to get rid of a few apps to allow enough space so that I can film my time lapse. I need to find some things to get rid of, and temporarily, I'm going to have to get rid of some of my apps. Um, okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And what else can we get rid of? Um, oh, hmm. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of that. Now let's see. Hopefully I've created a gigabyte's worth of space at least. Okay. Yes. Now I've got at least a gigabyte, which hopefully should be good for um, 20 seconds, well, actually, no, 40 seconds of time lapse, which should be the length that it takes to do 2 hours worth of building. So I apologize for the late start. And as you can see, we are at a different orientation today because we are at a stage in the build where I need to build from, well, I need to build on the left-hand side of the base plate. Because for the first three live streams, all of the building in the instructions has been focused on the right-hand side of the build. Let me just get this in frame. And that should be good. Now let's start the time lapse. Okay, the time lapse is now started. And I apologize for my noisy dishwasher running in the background. Hopefully that'll done that cycle will be done before 5 p.m. and the microphone is connected. So let's get on with the build. So we need another one of those weird stand pieces that I talked about in a previous stream, and I was having a difficult time trying to describe it. We need a black 2x2 plate. There it is. Actually, I should do the building in shot of time lapse. Now we need some 1x1 round plates in light tan and bright light pink. Um, as we left off the previous live stream, we are starting to build a bakery, which is to the right of the florist, which we finished. The first floor interior details. What do we need? We need some printed 1x1 light 10 pastry pieces. Need two of them. Where's the other one? And here's the other one. and then we need some of the one by one white swirls to go on top of the pink ones. So I'm guessing those are built for strawberry cupcakes with the vanilla frosting on top. And that goes, where does that go? That goes in the middle of this other window display. Okay. So now we need to stack two, one by two light bluish grey palisade bricks. We need to stack five of them, and we need to repeat that build 3 times. And that goes on top of the one by two light bluish grey bricks that are already sticking out. And I assume that we're going to put windows. I use the garage door windows to as a different type of window technique. Oh, excuse me. And over the last 3 streams now, I've been a bit gassy and done some silent burps. So I apologize for that. Okay, there's the other last stack. Okay, now we need, looks like we're creating some awnings. So actually need to put some plates and some tiles up top now on the florist. And I'm pretty sure today we will be able to finish all the pieces for bags number 2. We're putting some 1x6 white tiles and some 2 1x2 plates at the back. Then on the left side we need a 1x4 plate, and on the right side we need a 1x3 plate, so that we can then have enough space to put a 1x8 plate. Okay, and then we need 2 1x4 white slopes. Actually, we need to put a 1x1 whoopsie white plate in front of that slope. Now, thankfully, Captain Matt was able to get in on last night's live stream and give me some things to talk about. So while he was doing that, that stalled me talking about some things that I wanted to talk about for my Patreon, because I've been trying to brainstorm some ideas of different perks that I can come up with for people to get the most bang for their buck if they decide to support me on Patreon. Is that build right? Yes. I'll need to build some awnings with some more of those curved pieces. If you know the exact name of these pieces, please let me know down in the comments below or in the live stream, because I'm not exactly what they are called, if they're a curved arch or a modified brick of some sort. They're very, very useful, and I use them pretty frequently in my builds, to be honest, because they can provide a lot of good curvature detail. And we need some 1x2 trans green bricks, which I assume is supposed to represent stained glass. And I always like it when there is a build for stained glass in these modulars. I want to say there's been a few Lego modulars now that have had builds for stained glass, and they look really effective. Okay, what do we need now? Now we need another 1x1 white plate. So there, it's past 10 minutes, and microphone is still connected. Okay, now what do we need? I think we need to put some. Oh yeah. Okay, we can move on to page 16. So we need to do 2 stacks of 1x4 plates to fill in the gaps on top of those curved arches, is what I'm just going to call them. 1x2 curved arches until someone can tell me the proper name. And this is a really interesting piece. So this is a 4x4, um, a 4x4 curved door frame, so that you can have a door at an angle. And I apologize for any time that my phone blows up with notifications. Then I've got a red 1x1 round plate with the hole in the middle. Okay, so now we need to get some black 1x1x5 bricks and put a black 1x2 inverted slope on top, and we need to fit on there. Come on, fit on there. No. We need to repeat this build 4 times. So anyway, back to what I was saying about my Patreon. And by the way, if you do want to support me on Patreon, if you want to see exclusive behind the scenes content, if you want to see early access to my videos before they get uploaded to YouTube, if you want to see some images and text that I might not otherwise share on my social media, if you want to have the right to vote on some of my mayohosko polls to get some administrative control about what goes on around here, and if you want to see the production value of this channel grow, those are the main reasons to support me on Patreon. And links to my Patreon are in the description of every mayohosko video. But last night I brainstormed that people who support me on Patreon, obviously they know their way around the mayohosko community enough that I can trust them to be a moderator on my live streams, which Captain Matt is a supporter on Patreon, and he came in last night's stream to do a little bit of moderating. Granted, there was no one else in the comments, so he didn't have to put anyone in timeout or block anyone. But there's that. If you want to be a moderator on the mayohosko channel, then that's a reason for you to support me on Patreon. How many of these do we need? We need how many? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to connect 9 of these garage doors, of these trans-clear garage doors. Okay, come on, snap together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need to do 2 more. Come on, snap. and snap. Come on. Um, also, as you've seen on on one of my social media posts, how the hell does this fit in here? How does this fit in here? Oh, this is difficult. I think it's supposed to slot in to the modified 1x1 bricks with the vertical clip bar. Come on, fit in there. And why isn't that fitting? Oh, I see. How is this supposed to fit? This is a really difficult build right here. Okay, I think it's only supposed to be 7 garage door elements. I'm sorry for the lack of talking. You've got to be really patient about where I align these things. Ah, yes. So the little tabs are supposed to connect to, well, they're supposed to slot in the inside, well, inside of the open studs on some of the Technic elements. If they could just slide in, then please, come on. Oh, come on. I extremely apologize for this. This is a really difficult build technique. I don't know how the designers come up with such creative techniques. Come on, this always wants to come apart. Come on. This is so loose. No, just slot in there. And there's a plane going by in the background. Oh, come on. I think what I'll do is I'll slot in, is I'll already connect it to the clips. Okay, there we go. Is that? Yes, okay. So I need to stack 7 of these garage doors, and then it helps if I already have it connected to one of the clips. That way it can slot in better. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Actually, okay, I think this one is supposed to be 11. Oh, hello, Amp Finn. Whoa, welcome to this, um, welcome to this mayohosko live stream. I hope you enjoy watching. I'm just struggling with some garage door pieces right now. I honestly didn't expect anyone to turn up in this live stream, so welcome. I hope you enjoy yourself. And because no one else is here, and it's been me talking to myself for going on 20 minutes now. Um, if you um, if you have anything to comment, then I'd be more than then I'd be more than happy to respond to you. You've got to click these in, and this is supposed to have two in there. Okay, how do I orient these? Okay, come on, slide. It is so difficult to get the tabs for these garage doors to be in the right place, but when you do, they just slide into place. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, that's done with the garage doors. Okay. Now let us go over to page 64. So we need a 4x4 corner brick. No, hang on. How is that? Oh yes. We need that goes on top of the door, and then we need some 1x1x5 column bricks to cover the sides of the doorway. Then we need to put a dark bluish grey 1x1 brick on top. Come on. Ugh. There we go. And what do we need now? We need to put some 1x1 black modified plate with the vertical clip bar to probably secure the garage door pieces. But really, it's only securing the garage door pieces on one side, because when you orient it one way, then the other side isn't going to have the tabs that give you the connection for connecting to those for those little tabs, which are conveniently the size of a bar. I want to say it's a quarter, um, a quarter long bar. Okay, need another. Okay, there's the other clip. Okay, there we go. And now we need two 1x2 dark bluish grey slopes to connect the doorway to the columns, and two light bluish grey 1x1 modified bricks with the 1x1 stud on the side. That is not a headlight brick because the stud is not recessed. Okay, that's a clever technique. We're going to be using the welder's torch pieces for some lamps. That's a creative build, and that goes into a light bluish grey 1x1 modified plate with the hang on top I'm supposed to put of these columns of the palisade brick to 1x2 light bluish grey bricks. So do that, and at the bottom of the welder's torch need to put some would need to put a 1x1 trans yellow tone, and that goes there. And we need to repeat that build twice. So as I was saying earlier, you might have seen on one of my social media posts that one of my Patreon supporters requested a piece or a line of advertisement, and that's because I decided a while ago people who support me on Patreon can get two free scripts of advertisements that they want me to send out on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links for my social media are in the description down below, and for me to read out on a YouTube video. The script has to be able to fit inside of a Twitter tweet. So there's that. So if you want to, so for example, you could send me a script of advertisement for one of your social medias or something, and I'd allow that because that's what you're paying for. Come on, snap in there. Wow, this is a very difficult technique. Another very difficult technique because the welder's torch has a little pip, which I think is for the injection molding that gets in the way of the clip connection. Come on, snap on there. Wow, and it also makes it difficult because the welder's torch is a rubber piece, not a hard plastic. Yep, this is a very finicky build again, as we've just ticked past the 26-minute mark. You know what? I think you have to connect it above, sorry, just below that little pip. Yeah, I think that's how they do it. Okay, that shouldn't get in the way now. So now we can put the 1x1 trans yellow cone on the bottom. Okay, come on, fit in there. Fit in there. Okay. Well, that was a doozy. Now let's move on to page 66. So we need a light bluish grey 2x2 corner brick and 4 dark bluish grey 1x1 cheese slopes. So some other ideas I've had is that a maximum of one time per month you can request me to make a specific mop of your choosing. So that could be anything, and it doesn't have to be city related. It could be a Star Wars mock. It could be any type of licensed theme mock that has a build that has a piece count of under 1,000 pieces because I I wouldn't want to spend more than $100 on Bricklink to make that mock. But I've had people, well, I had a former Patreon supporter that requested me to build an observatory, and that is actually still in the works. That I just haven't gotten around to finding the right curved pieces to build that because even though that Patreon supporter is gone now, I still want to honor my word. So eventually there will be an observatory in a Mayo City, and hopefully I can fit that inside of an 8x8 area, which would be small enough a to fit on a block in Mayo City. So what do we need now? Looks like we need a 1x6 dark bluish grey brick to fill in this gap right here. Okay, now we're getting on with some of the roof details. So we need two 3x3 dark bluish grey plates, and to secure that we need, what is it? Yeah, a 1x10 light bluish grey plate, and then some 4x4 dark bluish grey corner plates, and in between those a dark bluish grey 2x4 plate. And then, what is that? A stack of, looks like it's a stack of two light bluish grey 2x10 plates. And then in front of that, in the center, a dark blue 2x2 brick. And to the left of that, in front, a dark blue 1x1 plate. And that is so we can put some of these 1x3 by 1x3 by I think 3 inverted arches, which are a really cool element. If you haven't seen one of those elements before, this is what it looks like. Let me see if the microphone is still working. And it is still working. We've just ticked over 31 minutes. So we need 3 of those inverted arches on each side. And to cap off the ends, we need a dark blue 1x1 cheese slope and 1x1 tile, square tile on each side. And then in the center, we need to put a 1x1 dark blue square tile on top of the square plate, and then another tile next to it. Come on, snap in there. Okay. And then what do we need next? That's not snapped on properly. There we go. Then we need a dark bluish grey 1x2 modified brick with the centralized vertical clip bar, and a 1x2 light bluish grey brick behind that. And to cap that off, looks like it's a 2 1x4 dark bluish grey plate. I don't know why they couldn't have used a 1x8 plate in that place. And then on top of those, a row of black 1x1 modified square tiles with the what would it be? The clips on top. Or some intricate roof architecture. See that build? If I can get it to focus. My computer doesn't have the best of focus because it's going on half a decade old now. So the reason we needed that vertical clip is so that we can put a pretzel inside of it, which would make sense being the symbol, the logo for a bakery. Then on top of that clip brick, we need more dark bluish grey 1x1 cheese slope. And where is another one? Where is another one? I'm gonna have to come around to the other side to see if I can find it. Okay, where is it? Here it is. It was hiding in plain sight. Most times when I'm trying to search for peace. Oopsie! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh. 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 Just knocked something over. The microphone's still connected. I've got a smoothie off to the side and I knocked over my water bottle hashtag always stay hydrated, and it knocked over my cup, but thankfully there was only a little bit of dropping. So sorry for this most impromptu of accidents, but I need to get a paper towel to clean it up. Because I don't want my carpet to get stained. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, I apologise about that little interruption. Okay, so that roof build, where does that go? That goes, I think it goes on top of this window right here. And it has enough space. There are some holes in these so that the the welder's torches we used to hold or used for lamps can still fit in. You just slightly rotate this so that it's not bending off to the side. I think I'm going to need to fix that down the road. And the reason it hangs off to the side is because it's a rubber piece, it's not hard plastic. So now moving on to page 70, where it looks like we're going to build a similar build, but not quite the same for the other window. So this time we need a dark bluish grey 4x6 plate, and then a light bluish grey 2x8 plate on top, and turn it upside down to put a black 1x4, no sorry, a 1x6 plate, and a dark bluish grey 2x4 plate, and then to cap off the ends here underneath two 1x2 light bluish grey plates. Okay, then we need another light bluish grey 2x8 plate, and then two 1x2 dark blue slopes offset by one stud, and then in between and on either side two 1x2 dark blue plates. Okay, and then on either oopsie, that's a black. I swear the black and the dark blue look very similar. So anytime I have to use my orange brick separator, be sure to comment down below. No, sorry, not be sure to comment. Be sure to take a shot of water, and also anytime I feel like taking a drink of water, be sure to comment hashtag always be hydrated. Okay, where are those dark blue slopes? I see the plate, I see the tiles, but not the two slopes. There's one. Okay, I still need to put the 1x2 plate in dark blue. Okay, there we go. Now I can put down that cheese slope. Yeah. So some other things I've been thinking about for my Patreon is you get to request a mock that's under 1,000 pieces that you want me to build, and you can do those requests once per month. And something else I've been thinking about is if you want to request a set for me to buy and possibly do a review of just for you for your request, um, with the set having a dollar amount of $30 or less, um, that could be a Patreon perk. And I don't think I can do it with Patreon, but I'd love to figure out how to get custom emojis for Patreon supporters. Oh, my computer is running low on battery. Shoot. I'm going to have to quickly put it on charge. I apologize for this. Quick. Shit, 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 shit. I've got to go quick. Sorry about this, folks. I gotta hurry, 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 hurry. Sorry about that camera jolt. Okay, come on. Okay, we're charging. Ooh, that was a close one. Because if my computer had shut down, the screen would have done all kinds of crazy glitches. Glad I got that one away. I was really starting to panic then. All kinds of crazy technical difficulties on the mayohosko channel. The first live stream, my microphone decided to cut out, and ever since then, I've been OCD about making sure that my microphone is connected. And just now, my computer warned me that I was at 10% charge. So the stream nearly died. Literally, it nearly died. So that was fun. And just ticked past, oh, excuse me, 42 minutes. And we're putting some more of those black clips on top. Oh. And right now, the local time is 4:45 p.m. in the Australian Central Standard Time. So if you want to make sure, how does this fit on? If you want to make sure that you catch these live streams while they're live, then you can put the times of 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time in a time zone converter or calculator, so that you can actually, before I do that, I need to put on some more, actually, what are those? Hang on. Are those supposed to be corner bricks? Are these supposed to be corner bricks? I think I might have built something wrong. Yeah, they're supposed to, I see. I built something wrong on this section as well. It's supposed to be corner bricks on one side. So where was it? Well, this is supposed to be a corner brick. And there might be other. Okay, I built that right. Oh, damn it. Just came up with a connection is unstable. Crap. Let's try to reconnect. There might have been a little glitch. Let me just see on the replay. Let me just go onto my phone and see what was going on. Wow, the audio quality is not very good. My God. I apologize for this. I don't, I don't know why. Is the audio quality good on your end? I think there's a little bit of echo, and there's some slight rustling in the background. Anyway, I'm gonna power on. I'm sorry about that. I think I might have made a mistake in the instructions. Um, where are you? Well, first of all, there's supposed to be a one by one. No, I think it's is it a stack? No, I see what it is. Sorry, I built part of this door wrong. What is it? It's supposed to be a 3 by 3 corner right here. Okay, I think that's right. And then we put the 1 by 1 dark bluish grey brick, and then a light bluish grey 2 by 2 corner plate on top. That's right. Let me put this on, put the roof section back on, and see how it looks. Popped off. Okay, that should be right. I think I might have to make this a two-parter because something tells me that something is going on with the audio quality because the microphone is connected, but there's some rustling going on. Maybe maybe it's a sign that I need a pop filter. Okay, sorry, I've just gotten distracted by some of these builds that I did wrong. That's supposed to be connected. Yeah. Wait a minute. Ah, hang on. Is it supposed to be? Yeah, that's supposed to be a palisade brick. I did a regular 1 by 2 brick. This is all just going to fall apart. No, God. You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to do a quick jump cut. So I'm just going to end this stream right now, and then when I can resolve all of these build differences, I'll start up another one for this time zone. So just give me 5 minutes or so to figure this stuff out.